Welcome back, Dirty Dishes.
Gunshots everywhere.
Stab you as well.
Now it's an action movie. I don't know what's happening.
What's good? What's up? What's popping?
What's good? Good.
I don't know what week it is or what day it is of lockdown, but that's not what matters.
But we hope you're good nonetheless.
You know what
Yeah,
we're
we
saying?
hope you're
You're
chilling,
healthy.
man. We hope you're chilling.
Yeah. And today's video is about. It's a Did You Know? I don't know if it's a Did You Know 2 or what, because we've done a Did You Know before.
Or did you know 3?
Or Did You Know What?
Or did you we
don't know.
We
We don't know us.
do you know?
Do you know?
Maybe as a subscriber.
That's such a word.
Guys, we probably should have coming through and get better.
Can I just say we actually planned this? We actually planned this just now. Like because we said, what did you know? Is it because we don't know? And then
don't know.
we just said we'll say we don't know. Do you know? And we thought it would sound cool. We said it and it doesn't really sound cool.
Really.
But shut up though. Shut up for
You know what I mean? But today was the Did You Know, and we will be ruining your guys' childhoods by revealing some of the truth behind some of the things that we've actually done and sang to and watched in our childhood.
And that Dan was really targeted to me.
I'll start with one nursery rhyme. So ringa ringa Rosie, ringa ringa Rosie. So ringa ringa Rosie actually came from a plague that happened in London in 1665. The Rosie, by the term Rosie, they referred to the rash that happened to people, and it apparently killed 15% of the population. That's why in the end it says ashes, ashes, we all fall down, because they all, like, it just means they died. So that's,
and they're teaching our kids these things, man.
bro.
And we sing it with so much happiness, bro.
Kanti gafiwa.
Now my question is that, do you think Corona will get its own like nursery rhyme or something like a scheme, something like that?
Or is that too soon?
Or maybe we do have one.
Corona.
Corona.
That's probably what's gonna happen 50 years from now when they talk about the great Corona pandemic.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a song for clout.
Kanti,
People are dying for
it
clout.
was actually a serious thing, guys.
Hey guys.
We'll stop talking about serious things.
So Rapunzel is the next one that we're actually gonna take a look at. So Rapunzel wasn't just a girl that was stuck at the tower because of a witch. Apparently, the person who locked Rapunzel up in the tower was her own father.
Boom.
Why was she locked up? Because she was a Christian and she was a literal saint, apparently. So apparently this woman was stronghold on not even marriage, bro. Back in the 16th century, marriage was a big deal. And when you went against that, you were doing a lot. And because of that, her father locked her up in the tower and inevitably was beheaded by her own dad. Like, literally, the hair thing is actually famous because he grabbed her entire hair, pulled it up, and chucked the sword. And that's why her hair is so famous.
Yeah, man. And chuck the sword.
I'm not involved.
This is not funny.
Such daddy issues.
This is not funny. This is not funny.
Another one is Snow White. Now, a few weeks ago, I don't know if everybody saw this. A tweet
The tweet trended. Okay.
Carrying on with the nursery rhymes, we have Jack and Jill. So I hope you guys know the song. It's Jack and Jill went up a hill to fetch a pile of water. What happened up the hill? Jack fell down, broke his crown. Jill came tumbling after. So that's the rhyme scheme. So apparently the actual story or the narrated story is that Jack and Jill is actually a couple that existed that lived in the 1600s in a small town in England. So they used to go to this like hill place to do, I don't know if you can say this in YouTube, but on a hill, right? And then what happened is that throughout the relationship, Jill got pregnant and then Jack bashed her head in with a rock and then Jill died from childbirth. Like that's just in the middle of the story. That's why they came tumbling down the hill and guys, things just went south.
Is Jack alive?
We don't know if Jack is alive, but we're assuming Jack is alive.
Okay, so Jack took her head.
Jack took a rock, bashed Jill's head in after she got pregnant.
Oh.
And then Jill died from pregnancy birth.
I think the question here is who is the father?
It's Jack. It's Jack and Jill.
Why did he bash the head? Who is the father?
There's more to the story that's not been told. Jack and Jill.
Wait, so she didn't die from the head bash?
She didn't die.
She only died after childbirth.
Yes.
She probably got her head bashed and went into labor. You know how one trauma can trigger like something. So
Yes.
probably got her head bashed and went into labor, and then midway through labor, her body called it quits.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is some African folklores that's actually a word that I learned today from Fundo. Fundo came through, guys, folklores.
Some African folklore.
He's like, search folklore.
I'm like, fuck man.
Folklore.
Folklore. So, new word. I hope in the editing logs puts it up, you know what I'm saying?
So we all know how to spell it. We just unite
Yes.
on this new word of ours.
Yeah, Astangan fuck delineation, new word, new vocabulary.
For the week. Folklore.
Anyway, so some of the folklores we grew up to are actually not true, and we're gonna just be sharing the actual origin stories about them.
So here's the chat. Some of the reason we have these folklores is because people are afraid of a lot of things. For instance, Pinky Pink. Pinky Pink is there telling you not to go alone to the bathroom because some monster might appear, might have like a large genitals and will kill you and
With the genitals.
You know what we're saying. So now, basically, that was to prevent the situation like the culture around rape. Rape is a big thing from way before our time. So our parents were trying to just protect us, making sure that we don't go to bathrooms alone. And that's why it's Pinky is like that.
A similar story would be the Hammer Man. I don't know what they call this person wherever you come from because it's different in every country.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have their own vernacular words.
The stories changed. The versions of Pinky and Hammer Man, they all
Maybe
changed.
it's not the same car. I don't know.
Yeah,
but when we did
different regions put different spice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was around the time that the Hammer cars used to exist.
were coming in, you know what we're saying?
Yeah.
When they were big.
And then after the story talk, they all disappeared.
Because that was the bushy car. That was the bushy ham.
car.
Where did that car go?
We don't know where it
It
went.
went with the story. So apparently Hammer Man is this person who would like pay girls to have sex with them, and you would get like an infectious disease or you'd get worms.
Some sort of heavy infection.
What I heard is that if he does the nasty with you, because he pays you to do the nasty with him, because Uncle has the ham and he has money. And when you do the nasty, and then you wake up in the morning and you check your
genital region.
There's worms there.
You see?
That's what I heard too, bro.
So
Where?
there's
So if you were in
different
KZN,
versions.
I was here in Pretoria.
So stories like this, I think, were created to keep girls away from like the bless.
Yeah, the
Right?
blazer culture of way back then.
Yes.
Before it was known as blazer. Back then it was still sugar daddy.
Yes, back when I was still
It was still
sugar
sugar daddy.
I think, guys, these are things that we need to learn and things that we probably need to, because we're at the age where like most of our peers are making kids. You know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying.
And this is the age. You know what I'm saying? And you need to start learning these things. Maybe these are things we can tell our kids. Hey, don't go outside.
Actually, would you guys tell your kids these stories?
Actually, that's a question for you. For y'all.
Like 2020 parenting, is it like, do you guys tell these type of stories to your kids? Are you gonna tell these stories to your kids? I wonder. Like,
how are you gonna raise your kids? Are you gonna lie to them and say if you go outside,
Pinky will catch you?
Virus may go.
Hamamen, uvalelisa. Do you guys know valelisa?
No. What's valelisa?
So it was this other thing back where I grew up, KZN. So there was apparently what's that funeral car? The one that the coffin is in.
Sure.
What's hearse? So
thank you, Hash.
So anyway, so apparently there was a hearse written Valelisa, the word Valelisa in blood, and the word Valelisa means say goodbye, and it basically meant say goodbye to your family. So the theory behind that car is that it took kids and it threw them in that car, and then they never came back. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was just to keep us at home and not on the streets. Because now you're scared that Valelisa is gonna pull up and take you, bro.
So
So how are you gonna raise your kids? Are you gonna tell them about such things, or are you gonna just be straight up honest, like, yo, don't leave that house, bro?
They're gonna kill you.
Speaking of raising children, I want to know actually from you guys, how are you gonna raise your kids in terms of like things like tooth fairies? Are you gonna lie to them and say there's a tooth fairy and put imali under their pillows for real? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just gonna straight up be like, yo, throw your tooth away, bro?
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope we didn't ruin your childhood too much. Just, gave you some facts here and there about it. But do subscribe. Please click on the notification bell so that when a video drops, you'll be the first person to know. The plug of the squad.
You know what we're saying?
Plugger of plugs.
Plugger of plug. Yo.
Plugliest.
Ish.
And then we're going to end this video now before we create new ones. Peace.